Hello class, today what we're doing is going over assignment number 403. First one we want to do is we just want to set up each one so that toy cars is labeled as C. So that means we need 2C, something. And you're going to go through and you're going to see which ones you can do depending on that setup. It should be an easy problem. The next one, what you're doing is you are working on a setup for exponents. What you want to do is you want to split this up into 3 different columns. So you have your numbers, you have your C's, and you have your D's. Realize that you are going to subtract the exponents when you divide. So 8 minus 3 and 9 minus 6. And you also have to reduce the fraction. Problem number 3, what you're doing here is you just need to simplify 18. So you're going to do hockey stick. You're going to be using the numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. Number 9, what we're doing here is we need to do the exponent rule. So you're going to distribute the 2 to both. So this will become 3 squared x to the negative 4 times 2, which is negative 8. And then you're going to also multiply that by 5x to the negative 2. Simplify this, and remember negative exponents go on the bottom. The next one, what you need to do is you need to take this value of 64 and put it in for a. And I never taught you this, but the cubed root of 64 is just going to be 4. So then plug in b. So this is going to be negative 2 times 4 plus b squared. Go ahead and do b squared and figure out what the final answer is. The next one, again, you're going to do this square root method and simplify that fraction using the hockey stick method on 42. And then divide the 9 by 2. Every group, the remainder means there's going to be 1 on the inside if there is a remainder. 15, what we're doing here is you need to know that commutative is change order, CO. The associative property is the parentheses property, where the parentheses change. Identity property of addition is when you add by 0. And the distributive property is when you distribute a term inside and multiply throughout. Number 16, the slope, you have to get this that it looks like y equals mx plus b, where m is your slope. Number 20, what you need to do is basically turn this word problem into an equation. You're not actually doing any math, you just need to know what operations you're doing there. 22, you need to figure out the slope. Slope is rise over run. So what you want to do is pick a point that's on a hashtag and then just count. So theoretically, if the line was like this, I would pick the point here, and here I would go up 2. So it would be the rise would be 2, to the right 1, so the slope would be 2. If the slope was that line. It's not, obviously, so it's a different one. Please make sure you show your work on this because it is multiple choice. The next one, 23, what we have to do is the same thing as the slope one up here, this problem. All we're doing is we're reordering the formula, so we need to get r alone. So what you want to do is circle the variable, take care of the hater. So always circle the r and take care of the hater. So the first step is we're going to subtract p from both sides, and we're going to get a minus p equals PRT. And then keep on going, circle the variable. So I'm going to circle the variable, leaving out 1. Circle the variable, take care of the hater. You might want to reorder this as RPT. And then you would circle the variable, take care of the hater, and you get the answer. This is just a formula. What you need to do is the same thing that you did up here. Reorder it, by solving for x1. So you're always going to circle x1. So that circle technique right there, if you do the 2 steps, you should get the answer. 26, what is the equation of the line, the horizontal line, horizontal is left and right, that passes through the point 7x, 5y. That's a tricky one, but if you draw it and understand it, it should work out. The next one what you want to do is to plug and chug this, take this value, plug it in. If that doesn't work, take the next value and plug it in for p in both locations. Go on, keep on going until you get the left and right sides to be equal. The next one what you want to do is you want to solve this, put it into y equals mx plus b form, and your answer is going to be your m. Box and whisker. What we want to know is we have, for the standard box and whisker graph, we have the minimum, you have Q1, you have the median, you have Q3, and you have the maximum. That should help you with everything. Interquartile range is Q1, that right there. So it's going to be Q3 minus Q1 equals your interquartile range. Range is max minus min is my range. What you want to do is give me all the ordered pairs of the domain. Remember, domain is x value of those 3 values. Okay, so the next one we have is this problem here. What we're looking for is the pattern. So what you want to do is do some kind of operation that's listed over here that makes these numbers work. So just take this x value, plug it in for x. Take this y value, plug it in for y, and it should work at some point for one of them. The next one, miles driven. Again, this is a box and whisker, so refer back to the previous box and whisker problem. Again, it's minimum, Q1, median, Q3, and maximum. F negative 8, we take this value and plug it in for x. Next one, what you want to do is same thing before. See how these 2 numbers relate. It's going to be one of these 4. Which one is a function is where x is unique, which means not the same as any other x. All the x's are different. Which one is this means passes the vertical line test. And last but not least, this one is figure out the x and y. So put a 0 in for here, and then put a 0 in for here, and give me the x and y intercepts. And that is it. Have a great one. Good luck on this. Once you're done with this, make sure you work on the material that you owe, which you should know what you owe. Otherwise, check School Fusion. I'll be grading this stuff as soon as I can at home. Have a great one. I'll see you later.